Welcome back to the channel, now being part 3 of this Honda rebuild series. Today we are going to make this car quite an eyesore sitting in the shop, at least for the meantime. This car is wrapped in a gloss green black iridescent from KPMF, and in my opinion this car looks absolutely amazing in this wrap. But today we are going to be peeling it off, and underneath I'll show you guys why I want to repaint this car. But since it's a nice day out, we're gonna go ahead and push this car outside, and hopefully the sun can hit the wrap a little bit to warm it up, so it makes pulling this off a million times easier. Before we push it outside though, I am actually going to reinstall the steering column. It is a lot more of a pain to move this car turning wise just by using the wheel. So today we're gonna just bolt up the steering column so we can get this car pushed around. Here we go. And there we go. We now have a steering column. It's much better having it this way than trying to turn it by hand. And yeah, whatever. A million times easier, and it's just a couple bolts. But now I'm gonna let the car sit outside, get a little bit of heat, so hopefully in theory should make pulling this wrap off a million times easier. I got bored waiting, so we're gonna rip it off. You guys are probably now starting to see why I want to go through and repaint this whole car. God damn it. It is so damn hot outside. I know you guys can't tell, but it is brutal out there. Here we go though. We have the car completely unwrapped with the exception of this bumper. It was just too hot to sit out there to unwrap it. So I'll unwrap it inside the shop. But here is why I want to repaint the car. It is in no way, shape or form good. It is like this throughout the whole car, and then this side has a lot more body work, as you guys can see, than the other side. Overall, the body is like very, very good. I know the previous owner had intentions of painting this car. That is why the paint is the way it is. But when I first bought this car, I was not in a place to want to repaint it myself. So that's why I rewrapped the car. But here we go. Most definitely a little bit of an eyesore, but not for long. Now that we have the car unwrapped, we are kind of getting to a point where I need to pick a paint color of what I'm gonna be painting this entire chassis. I know I saw one of you guys' comment saying, you should probably make sure that the frame is good before I go through all this work of painting and stuff like that. Yes, I agree. Val41 said that this is completely fixable, but I did go ahead and order the new whole front end. So once that comes in, hopefully this week, I'll have them come over again, fix this 100%, and then from there, we can start prepping the car. Still a few things we need to remove, like all the windows, stuff like that. But then we need to get to prepping, sanding, and all of that fun stuff. But that leaves the question, what color should I paint this car? Now we could repaint it this factory blue, which I think is gorgeous. For some reason though, that doesn't sound that exciting to me. Another color I was heavily debating was doing like a spoon yellow on this entire chassis. I hate the color yellow, but I think it could look pretty decent on this car. And then the last color I've been really thinking about is white. Mainly just because I love white cars, and I think white would look good with the bronze TEs. I could throw some carbon goodies on here, hood, already have the trunk and wing. So it would just be a very clean look, but not that crazy. But I'm curious of what you guys think I should paint this car, because within this next week and a half, hopefully, I will be to the point where I need to paint this car. But yeah, here we go. This is what the bare chassis looks like on this car. Interior, I mean, is not that bad because obviously it's covered by carpet, stuff like that. But it is very crusty. In another video, we'll go ahead and like completely wash this entire car inside and out. Make sure this thing is really, really clean because it's just really crusty with all the junk this has built up over the last 30 years. Now that we have the car unwrapped, there's a few things that I forgot when I was stripping the interior. One of those is like being the headliner, A-pillars, stuff like that. So right now we're gonna go ahead and get all of that stripped down and the rest of the wiring taken out as well. I still have the harness in for like the tail lights and all of that stuff. So we'll go ahead and get that stuff taken out, and then I think officially this is a completely gutted interior. guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to let me know what you guys' opinion on a paint color would be on this hatch. I am completely open to ideas, and if I like one of your guys' paint options, I'll go with it. We're also maybe needing to get another shelf to fit the Honda parts. In the last video, I was super happy that we got everything to fit onto the shelf, but it looks like we are slowly outgrowing this shelf. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in part 4.